We started SGIB because we saw this huge, fundamental problem right in the heart of the Singaporean market. Basically, we're building a bridge to connect thousands of really promising but overlooked companies with a whole world of investors who are eager to find them. Let me show you exactly what I mean.
So let me ask you a quick question. What if almost the entire investment landscape, in a major financial hub no less, was practically invisible to you? I know it sounds kind of crazy, right? But for investors in Singapore, that's the reality we're fixing.
And look, this isn't some hypothetical number. We're talking about 96%, the vast majority of companies listed on the Singapore Exchange. Hundreds and hundreds of businesses out there growing, making things happen, but they're completely off the radar for most investors. It's just this colossal blind spot.
And the problem actually goes even deeper. Of those nearly invisible companies, a staggering 60% have absolutely no formal investor relations policy. None. No dedicated person, no strategy, no real way to tell their story and communicate their value. They're basically silent.
So, you're probably wondering, how did we even get here? Well, this gets us to the absolute core of the problem, something we call the long tail of the Singapore Exchange. This is where you can really see the massive imbalance in the market. You've got the top 4% of companies, they get all the attention, all the analyst coverage, and they make up just over half the market cap. But that other 96%, that long tail, they account for an incredible 48% of the total market capitalization. Think about that. Nearly half the value on the entire exchange is locked away here. And the result of all this is a really painful, vicious cycle. Because they have limited visibility, it leads to poor liquidity in their stock, which then leads to a valuation that just doesn't reflect their true potential. And honestly, they can't fix it on their own. They just don't have the team, the time, or the resources to break out of it. And this, right here, is the exact problem we built SGIB to solve. We saw this enormous, completely disconnected part of the market, and we just knew there had to be a better way. We created this solution. This is our bridge. So yeah, we built the bridge. Our platform is designed from the ground up to be that essential connection point, linking these amazing, undervalued companies directly with the investment community. And our platform works for everyone. For the companies, we give them the IR tools they desperately need but on a budget they can actually afford. This helps them boost their visibility, their liquidity, and ultimately their valuations. And for investors, we give you the tools to make truly informed decisions by opening up a direct line to company management.
Now, we knew this couldn't be just another complicated piece of enterprise software. The solution had to be incredibly simple and really powerful for both sides. So here's how it works. For companies, getting started is an absolute breeze. Registration takes, 1 minute? There is zero integration cost, no technical headaches at all. They can easily set up events, and we handle all the promotion and organization. And here's the best part. We do the heavy lifting. We handle uploading the videos, the transcripts, all the documents, so they can just focus on running their business. And for you, the investor, the value is just immediate and so clear. You can finally engage directly with management teams. You get access to this rich, growing library of past event videos and transcripts. You can follow company news, get research, all in one spot. It's a level of access that just hasn't existed before. And here's what it looks like. Our platform is clean, it's intuitive, and it's built for one single purpose: to create a totally seamless experience for discovery and connection. This isn't just some idea on a slide. It's a fully functional product live and working today.
Okay, so let's switch gears for a second and talk about the business itself. We've architected SGIB from day one to be lean, totally scalable, and super efficient.
Our model is just a simple, accessible subscription for companies. It's just 500 Singapore dollars per month. A price point like that makes professional-grade investor relations accessible to that 96% for the very first time. And we can do this because we run an ultra-lean operation. Our tech platform is 100% scalable, no expensive custom work. Our staff is small and laser-focused on core IR functions, and we're fully remote, so there's no office overhead. Every single dollar invested in us is deployed with maximum efficiency. So we have a proven model and a massive market opportunity sitting right in front of us. Now we're ready to scale. We're ready to hit the gas, and that's why we're here today. We have a crystal clear path forward. We've already completed our MVP and our pilot program. With this funding, our goal over the next 18 months is to get 200 paying companies on board, which gets us to $1.2 million in annual recurring revenue. And from there, we've got a clear line of sight to expand into markets like Malaysia and Indonesia. To fuel this next stage of growth,
We're raising a pre-seed round of 300,000 Singapore dollars.
This capital is going to be used directly for customer acquisition. The primary goal is to hit our first major milestone, getting those 200 paying companies onto the platform.
And hitting that customer number translates directly into our key financial target, $1.2 million in annual recurring revenue. That puts us on a really firm footing for our next big phase of expansion.
Look, we are building the essential infrastructure to unlock the true hidden value of hundreds and eventually thousands of Singapore's listed companies. This is more than just a platform. This is about fundamentally rewiring the market. So the only question left is, will you join us in building the bridge?